Sound check.
1, 2.
All right, welcome to King Field at the new athletic complex here, Woodville High School. This is Blackhawk TV. I'm Jeremy Nygaard. We are here for a middle border conference battle between the Woodville Blackhawks and the Osceola Chieftains. Sorry it took so long to get live. Had some difficulties here with our network, but we should be good to go now, and we're almost ready for the national anthem. It's a beautiful night here for football, and we're excited to bring this for you. So thanks for joining us. I can't even give you the update on who won the toss because I was not paying attention. So I will find out when you guys find out. Got the sound issues resolved from last week. So that's good. The Hawks are 2-2 overall, 0-2 in conference play. Osceola 4-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to King Field, home of the Woodville Blackhawks. We would like to extend a special welcome tonight to our visitors from the community of Osceola for tonight's Middle Border Conference game between the visiting Osceola Chieftains and our Woodville Blackhawks. We would also at this time like to extend our heartfelt sympathies to the Osceola School and community on the recent loss of a student athlete, teammate, and friend. Let's take a moment to observe a moment of silence in his memory. Thank you, everyone. Woodville High School, Osceola High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation in supporting the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy tonight's game in a positive manner. Also, for safety considerations, children should be supervised by their parents or guardians. Thank you for that. The restrooms are located behind the west bleachers. The Woodville school grounds are declared a tobacco-free area. Thank you for your compliance with our school policy and Wisconsin state law prohibiting tobacco use on school premises. And now at this time, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hands over your heart for the playing of our national anthem by the Woodville Band, directed by Mr. Adam Bassick.
And there we have it with the national anthem.
Woodville won the coin toss this evening and elected to receive the opening kickoff. And the Blackhawks will also defend the south end zone.
So the Blackhawks will start on offense. If you could hear that, that'll be a difference from what we've done previously where we've won the toss and deferred. We're going to win the toss and take the ball.
So Osceola fans, here are your Chieftains. And the head coach of the Chieftains is Scott Newton. And now, Baldwin Woodville fans, let's meet the starting defensive players for the Blackhawks. Here they are in numerical order. He's a junior defensive back, number 2, Mason Werner.
It's Mason Werner starting at free safety. He's a junior.
Sophomore defensive end,
Colin
3,
Fritz, number
Colin
3,
Fritz.
D end, sophomore.
A
Number
senior
5,
linebacker,
linebacker, senior
5,
Braden McGrander. Number
A senior
10,
defensive back,
corner,
number 10,
Sam Hush, senior. Number 12,
A
Cal
sophomore
Smith,
linebacker,
sophomore
number 12,
linebacker.
Cal
He's been
Smith.
battling a little hip deal this week. Hopefully he can
A senior
make it through the
defensive
game.
back, number 22,
Chase Schaefer's senior corner, number 22. 23, Keegan Ofsty is your Mike linebacker.
Keegan Ofsty. A junior defensive tackle, number 45, Eli Coonan.
Eli Coonan is a junior D tackle.
A senior defensive
Clay
end,
Lorenz, a senior, number 54,
Clay
D end.
Lorenz.
Noah Sarar, 55, a sophomore
defensive
nose
lineman,
tackle.
number 55, Noah
And then
Sarar.
junior, 58, D tackle
And a
Elijah
junior
Heimer.
defensive lineman, number 58, Elijah Heimer. And the head coach of the Blackhawks is Dan Kiefer.
So the Hawks are on a 2-game skid here, both conference games. They've really kind of put their backs against the wall when it comes to qualifying for the playoffs. They'll have to win 4 of their last 5. And tonight's game is against arguably the favorite to finish second in the middle border. I think Ellsworth has solidified themselves as the favorite, but after that is really wide open. And with not a lot of wiggle room, you could look at tonight as the I mean, this is the last chance for wiggle room. A loss puts the Hawks as a lose and not make the playoffs team. A win gives them, the opportunity to maybe stumble in one more game but still make the playoffs. So this is a big game for the Hawks. Osceola will try to keep pace with the Ellsworth Panthers as well as the, I believe, Prescott Cardinals are also 2-0. Ellsworth is going to play GET tonight, and that one's probably going to get ugly in a hurry. So 2-0 Chieftains, 0-2 Blackhawks. It's always fun to welcome back Coach Scott Newton, former Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks state champ here in football and wrestling,
Osceola will kick off to the Blackhawks to begin
who has
tonight's
dealt with
game.
me emailing him. You can't tamper in high school, I don't think. So when I send him an email and wish him to come back home and help out, he politely declines.
Blackhawks, number 10, Sam Hush, and 31, Ryan Vienendahl.
So Hush and Vienendahl back deep. That's going to be fielded by Vienendahl at the 10. Oh, he has a hole. That's a good return by the young sophomore.
Ryan Vienendahl on the return for the Blackhawks.
Probably one more positive thing that's happened early tonight than all of last Friday for the Hawks. So a 29-yard return. Wyatt Larson starting at quarterback for the Hawks
And the
tonight.
Blackhawks will begin their first possession of this evening with the 1st and 10 from their own 38.
Wyatt has been the starter here all year. Look to also see number 2 Mason Werner get some reps in that position tonight. It's going to be a jet handoff to Sam Hush. He's going to get to the perimeter,
Sam Hush,
gain
the ball
6.
carrier.
And a good first down play for the Hawks.
Cade Rysdale forced him out of bounds. At
Throughout the night, we will
46-yard line of the Blackhawks.
possibly have some former Hawks coming up here
That brings
to
up
say
to
hello.
2nd
We'll
down
take the
and 3
headset from
yards to go.
Coach Ambrose on the camera. and talk to some of our guys we used to watch on the live stream. Hopefully. 2nd down and 4. Gonna get Offsty. He's gonna get a first down.
Keegan Offsty, the ball carrier.
Gain a 7. 2 plays and a first down, and we're in Osceola territory after the good run back on the opening kickoff. So I did mention that both Cal having a hip deal and Mason getting reps. Cal's been the backup quarterback and kind of got dinged up last week and left the game. Chase Schaefer on a run.
Chase Schaefer, the ball carrier.
3-yard gain.
Tackled
Brings up
by
2nd and 7. So Mason Mason started, I believe, 3 or 4 games at quarterback last year when Wyatt was hurt. But Coach Kiefer, after a couple practices in fall camp, made the decision to go with 2 quarterbacks moving forward, where Wyatt would be the starter, Cal would be the primary backup, and Mason would focus more on the free safety spot. So when Cal got hurt, Mason not taking reps, we saw Mason get some more reps here in practice this week. It's Ryan Vienendahl on a little counter action.
Ryan Vienendahl, the ball carrier. Tackled by Tanner Vebrock.
And he's going to gain just 1, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Ball's on the Osceola 43. We have not seen any passes, but this would be the first real passing down of the night. Hawks have had success in the passing game on quick throws to really open up the middle of the field before going downfield. We'll see what it is right now to start off. What's likely to be the passing game. We got motion. Cal Smith. He's going to get a fake toss, and number 50, Dane Carlson, breaks through the line. It's going to be a loss of
Wyatt Larson sacked in the backfield by
7.
Osceola's Dane Carlson, number 50. Loss of 7 yards on that play brings up 4th down and 13 yards to go for the Blackhawks.
Hawks are going to punt from midfield. Sean Van Zomeren, primary punter, missed last week's game. He's back now. Low snap and bounces off Sean's foot and is recovered in Blackhawk territory by the Osceola Chieftains. So after a decent start,
loose ball recovered,
a sack, and then a poor snap,
Osceola's Luke Haas.
and Osceola's going to start with a short field. While we're getting ready there, I want to thank all the sponsors here at Blackhawk TV: Firehelm Langer, Timmerman Realty, St. Croix Garage Doors, CW Garage Door Distribution, Nielsen's Foods, Flagship Ford, A-Star, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Wisconsin Credit Union, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, and we'll get to the rest after this play. Quarterbacking for the Chieftains, Charlie Tronrud. He's going to hand the ball off on a sweep to number 24, Jacob Sedevy, who I believe
Jacob Sedevy, the ball carrier,
ran all over the Blackhawks last year. He's going to gain 6 on first down. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 36-yard line of the Blackhawks.
I say it could have been Jacob Sedevy. It could have also been Lucas. There's 2 Sedevys, and if you're a Blackhawk fan, you tried very hard to wipe that game from your memory. So I definitely did not watch that game again. I definitely did not look at the box score. Hand off to fullback number 32, Derek Swanson. He's going to get a positive yard. The Blackhawks sideline was pointing in the other direction like the ball may have come out. The ref said not so fast. Yeah, progress looked like it was stopped before we tried to rip at it. I don't even know if the ball did come out. Other sponsors here: Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, Anytime Fitness, The Forge Chiropractic, Pete's Construction, Baldwin Lightstream, Auto Appeal, O'Connor Funeral Homes, Fenner and Jewelers, First Bank of Baldwin, Charlotte Heim with Aflac Insurance. That's the quarterback, Tronrud, on the keep. He's going to get tackled First by Ofsty,
Charlie Trump,
then by
quarterback keeper.
Legrander for no gain.
Tackled by Braden Legrander of the Blackhawks. No gain on the carry.
Final
Brings
final
up fourth
sponsors
down
here,
and 3
Christo
yards to go
Orthodontics
from the
and
35.
TMS Auto. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. Without you, this does not happen. Fourth down here for the Chieftains. 3 to go. It's going to be a sweep to 22. He turns upfield. Ooh, it's close, but he is short. Lucas Sedevi is tackled short, and a good stop.
Tackled by number 58, Elijah Heimer of the Blackhawks. Gain of 2 yards in the carry. And Osceola turns the ball over on downs to the Blackhawks.
That is a good start there for the Hawks defensively.
Blackhawks will take over possession on their own 33 with a 1st and 10.
When I called some plays on the lower level, this is where I look to go deep. A little quick change. Coach Kiefer has other ideas. Hand off to Sam Hush. He's going to gain 3.
Jacob Sedevi on the tackle. Gain of 3 yards in the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 7 yards to go from the 36 of Baldwin Woodville.
Dive to Ofsty. Met at the line of scrimmage, but gains forward for, looks like 3 yards.
Keegan Ofsty, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 yards in the carry. Brings up 3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 39 of the
It really is a
Blackhawks.
beautiful night up on the top of the press box. Got Wyatt in the gun here. Schaefer in motion. He's going to get the jet. Looked like we
Chase Schaefer, the ball carrier.
couldn't quite reach that guy
Tackled
coming
by
from the
Jacob Sedevi.
either the safety or maybe the linebacker. Schaefer no gain.
Gain of 1 yard in the carry brings up 4th and 3 from the 40-yard line.
And we're
Sean
going to punt
Van
again.
Silver
So
back to
just
punt
like
for
the
the
first
Blackhawks.
series, we go Hush run, Ofsty run, Schaefer run. This snap is good. Though we're punting it from the 40, it's very high. Good bounce, fortuitous bounce for the Blackhawks. And that ball's going to be kneeled down 34 yards later.
And the punt rolls dead at the 21-yard line of Osceola where the Blackhawks down it. And
39
Osceola will take over
34
possession
yards
of the
later.
football with a 1st and 10 from their own 21.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm arguing with myself. Over halfway done here in the first quarter. Quick quarter, no passing so far. Toss to Sedevi. He is not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We got a TFL on the
Lucas
register.
Sedevi on the carry. Eli Coonan on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
One
Loss
thing
of
that
2
we
yards
have
in the
seen, with the
carry.
exception of
Brings up 2nd
some missed
down, 12
assignments
yards
last
to
week
go from
against
the
Altoona
19.
and Ellsworth being Ellsworth, we've had a very stout defense. Teams have not found a lot of success through the air against us. They have had a little bit of success on the run, but they've been kind of gash plays and not 7-8
Lucas
yards at
Sedevi,
a
the ball
time.
carrier.
He's going to gain 1 on that one.
Gain of 1 on the carry.
And Coach Kiefer alluded
Brings
to
up
it in
3rd
the
and 11 from the 20.
yesterday's episode of Kiefer's Corner. How we opened this facility with Sparta in week 1, and Sparta had really not a lot of success at all. I think we held them under 100 yards total, but they've been putting up almost 40 a game since then. We got Trondheim who drops back to pass. Good cover. Ball's going to hit the ground.
Pass intended for Seneby. Defended for the Blackhawks by
And with
Cal
3:33 in the
Smith.
first
Pass is
quarter,
incomplete, bringing
we're going to
up
get
4th and 11 from the 20.
the third punt attempt of the game. But going back to Sparta and their success, I believe their quarterback was like 2 for 8, maybe 3 for 9 with multiple interceptions, and he has been just torching teams lately. GT, we had a couple picks. Ooh. So that ball's going to bounce out at the 44. So
And the punt rolls out of bounds.
36-yard punt.
44, where the Blackhawks will take over.
And while we wait on this change of possessions, Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible service to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin, Wisconsin. Quarterback in here for the Hawks, junior, number 2, Mason Werner. He's going to get this series. And he is rushed, and luckily 3 guys in his face. He kind of avoids the rush momentarily while losing
Mason
the ball.
Werner, the quarterback, falls on the loose ball
And the
back in
football gods
Blackhawks territory at the
look kindly upon
34.
Mason as the loose ball
That's a
kind of
loss
rolls
10
back
yards
underneath
on
him.
the
So
play.
not a
That will
great
bring
start
up
to the
2nd
possession by
down
any
and
means,
20 yards
but
to go.
could have been significantly worse had that ball not ended up right back under his arms. So 2nd and 20. Try to keep that scoreboard up in the top left corner for you. Camera tripod's not great, so we do get a little movement. We'll straighten it out when we realize that, if that happens. Oh. So a
Keegan
little
Hofstede, the ball carrier.
little fake sweep action to Gavin Sell, and we get Keegan coming back on the
Tackled
sweep.
by Isaac Campo.
He's going to gain 2.
Gain of 2 yards up to the 36-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 18 for the Blackhawks.
If you are just joining Blackhawk TV for any reason, whether you're new from the area or listening from Osceola, one thing we're starting this week, so you can't join this week, but we're going to do a little Blackhawk TV football pick'em. It's going to have high school, college, and pro games in it. Picks are going to be due on Friday at 3 p.m. Schaefer in motion. We got a false start here. So going back to that, the 15, 16-ish games for the week, it'll be posted on Saturday at some point, and it's free to entry. The only caveat is to win any of the cash prizes, you need to register with a Venmo account, just because I'm not going to send checks in the mail. So register, submit your picks. All the rules are right on there, so you can find them either by going to the Blackhawk TV Facebook page and scrolling down, or going to blackhawk-tv.com. Scroll past all of our sponsors, visit our sponsors if you'd like, but at the very bottom there's a link to a pick'em, and you can join that pretty easy. So we didn't have many entries this week. Hopefully we'll have more next week. Got Werner on a sprint out, throws it to Schaefer. Schaefer keeps possession of that.
Werner's pass completed to number 22, Chase Schaefer.
And he's going to complete that for 6.
And he's forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line of the Blackhawks. Gain of 6 yards in the reception, brings up 4th down.
Sean's going to punt again. That's a low one that's going to go over the head of Seneby and bounce backwards. But a 40-yard punt.
Goes down at the 22-yard line of Osceola, downed by Baldwin Woodville.
And again, on a change of possession, we'll We'll get you an ad. Whether you're an experienced bowler or just want to hang out with your family and friends, come to Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar. We've been a staple in the community for over 40 years. Our lanes were recently upgraded and remodeled, giving our bowling alley a great modern look. In addition to our popular bowling lanes, we have a full sports bar, remodeled and separate from our lanes and party area. Tronrud pulls, turns upfield, and oh boy, breaks a tackle, and we're not going to see him come down on this play. That's Charlie Tronrud, the senior, who's going to go 77.
For an Osceola touchdown, 77-yard touchdown run for Charlie Tronrud.
And as I mentioned earlier, we've had,
and that makes the score 6-0 in favor of Osceola.
We've had really good defense, but we've been beat on some big plays. Not sustained drives so much, not big pass plays, but big run plays where we miss a tackle or fail to complete our assignment.
Root is the kicker. And it's up and good.
And the kick by Root is good.
1 minute remaining in quarter number 1. It's now Osceola 7 and Baldwin Woodville nothing.
Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Contact Wisconsin Credit Union to learn more. A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family-owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining a high-quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920. Contact Don Timmerman, Timmerman Realty, for all your realty needs. You can reach him by phone at 715-684-9541 or by email at dontimmerman@baldwin-telecom.net. Hawks are about to begin their 4th possession of the game.
And number 57, Matthew Rood, tees it up to kick off for Osceola. Again, the deep receivers for the Blackhawks, number 10, Sam Hush, and 31, Ryan Vienendahl.
It's a good kick. It's going to be fielded by Hush at the 8. He's going to get that back to about the 28, maybe the 29.
Isaac Campo and Amin Udine on the tackle.
Had a little mini earthquake up here.
And the ball will be placed on the 29-yard line of Baldwin Woodville, where the Blackhawks will begin with a 1st and 10.
So Mason Werner again at quarterback. I think Coach Kiefer's really just looking for one of the two to separate themselves here and take a majority of the snaps. It's going to be a handoff to Ofsty. We're getting just a lot of penetration into the backfield. Which I think we're...
And Cole Schatt on the tackle.
I think at some point you try to figure out a way to combat that, maybe try to get to the perimeter more. Go gun, shotgun and quick screens. We're not short of talent on the perimeter by any means, or speed. Schaefer in motion. He's going to get a toss into the boundary.
Chase Schaefer, the ball carrier.
It's going to end the first quarter.
Tanner Viebrock on the stop.
And he's going to get 2 on the carry. That's Schaefer's 4th touch offensively, which is more than a typical game for Chase. Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin and offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service alignments, computer diagnostics, welding and fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We are located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower. CW Garage Door is your go-to source for the wholesale distribution of high-quality residential and commercial garage doors and their related parts and options. For over 15 years, we have provided exceptional customer service through our personal hands-on approach. Our flexible schedule ensures we will work with you to provide a quick turnaround and prompt delivery. For more information on CW Garage Door distribution, please contact us at 877-684-5125.
Following them, we'll have a performance by the Baldwin Woodville Marching Band. That's at halftime.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or cars, we can still prepare. Introducing the damage doesn't have to be too damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. For details, contact Agent Justin Nygaard. Call 715-684-2919 or stop by 775 Main Street in Baldwin today.
By the south end zone. That will be getting them assembled for the halftime show. Blackhawks now face a 3rd and 7 to begin the second quarter from their own 32.
3rd and 7. Werner goes to the flat, hits Ofsty, and he's brought down in a hurry
That was Keegan Ofsty on the pass
by number
reception.
30, Isaac Campo.
Isaac Campo on the stop for Osceola. A loss on the play.
And we're going
Back
to lose
the
about
28
4
yard
on
line
that
for
play.
Blackhawks brings up 4th and 11. Sean Van Someren in the punt for the Blackhawks. Number 2, Slater. And number 24, Jacob Sedeby, got to receive the punt for Osceola.
Got the old bring in the gunner late trick there. Low snap. Sean handles it. Good punt. Goes 36 in the air. Hush misses an opportunity to take him down.
Jacob Sedeby on the return for the Chieftains. Kelvin Goff, number 80 on the stop for the Blackhawks on that.
Osceola's going to take over in Baldwin Woodville territory at the 48-yard line.
And Osceola will begin their next possession with a 1st and 10 at the Baldwin Woodville 48.
If you're just joining us here, the Chieftains scored on a 77-yard scamper by quarterback Charlie Tronrud. Same deal here with the disconnect on an option, but he's contained.
Charlie
Gain of
Tronrud,
3.
the ball carrier. That's a gain of 3 yards in the carry. Brings up 2nd and 7 from the Baldwin Woodville 45.
A lot of these names are familiar to me, having coached basketball. Tronrud, Slater. And that's just the first 2 names on the list. I think Ulrich. Another sweep. Number 22, Sedeby. He's going to get from the 48 to inside the 40.
Lucas Sedeby, the ball carrier. Stopped by Chase Schaefer.
He's going to bring up a third and 1. I would anticipate a little fullback dive here.
Yards, brings up 3rd down, 1 yard to go from the Baldwin Woodville 39.
Oh, quarterback. He's going to do it.
Charlie Tronrud, the ball carrier.
Tronrud's going to gain 2. Move the sticks.
Gain on the play, good for a 1st down for Osceola. 1st and 10 from the Baldwin Woodville 37.
He just gets his guys set, and it's more like, boom, first sound, and I'm off. Sudovy in motion. He's going to take the sweep here. Good touchdown saving tackle by Chase Schaefer.
Tackle by Chase Schaefer. Gain of 9 yards in the carry brings up second down and 1 yard to go from the Baldwin Woodville 28.
Chieftains have a second and short. Driving down the field. Just over 9 minutes left here in the first half. Fullback dive.
Derek Swanson, the ball carrier.
Falling forward is going to be enough to move the sticks a yard here.
Elijah Heimer on the tackle for the Blackhawks. That's a gain of 2 yards in the carry. Good for an Osceola first and 10 from the Baldwin Woodville 26.
So to be in motion. Quarterback disconnect, and it's going to be the same deal. Tronrud from 26 puts him over 100. He's at 108.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Chieftain touchdown. A 26-yard touchdown run.
You might not have saw that. Such a good fake there that our cameraman went to fullback.
In favor of Osceola, pending the extra point attempt. Once again, Matthew Rood in to attempt the kick.
So kind of what you get there in the option football. And I'm not saying this is what happened, but what sometimes becomes the thing is you have very specific assignments on who you're supposed to tackle, and you got to tackle the fullback. At least give the illusion that you're going to tackle the fullback so that the quarterback disconnects. Then you have to have a guy there ready to hit the quarterback. The guy's there to hit the quarterback with the idea then that he's going to pitch it to the running back. Then you have a guy there for the running back. And what happens is it starts to become a mental thing where if one guy fails to do what his job is, then somebody else starts to have that doubt in their mind that if he can't tackle this guy, then I'm going to tackle that guy. And that's when we see what happen. Now sometimes it's just a good play and it scores. But the doubt that starts to creep in your mind is hard, and it compounds with every play where that happens. So 2 rushing touchdowns in the first 16 minutes here for Tronrud, 1 of 77, 1 of 26. Chieftains now lead 14-0.
Matthew Rood will kick off for Osceola.
And Osceola filling up really both sides. There's two stands over there for the visitors, and they're filling up both and pretty full and have a good following on the sideline. So that's fielded by Hush at the 15. Makes a few cuts. He's going to cross the 30. Got a little scrum.
Sam Hush, the return man.
Up to the 33. That's an 18-yard return. And the Hawks will start this drive at the 33.
Number 25, Matthew Schlechter, was the first man in on
Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we get to take the time to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We'll finish this after the play. Got Larson back in the game, hands it off to Ofsty. He's going to gain 7. Back to Firehelm Langer. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. We're going to call that officially a gain of 8. Keegan's 5th carry of the game. He's at 21 yards. A little over 4 per pop. Another handoff to Ofsty. He's going to go positive, but just maybe for a yard.
Jacob Sudovy on the tackle. Gain of 1 brings up third down. 1
It's
yard
a
to go
fast-moving
from the
first half here.
42-yard line.
Only 3 attempted passes. And not even a lot going towards the sideline, a lot just in the middle of the field. Clock continues to churn. Oh, that is a
Penalty flags
encroachment.
on the field prior to the snap.
We saw some of that in week 1
And
with
it's
the Hawks
encroachment on the defense.
getting the defense to jump off sides.
5-yard penalty against Osceola.
A little life from the Baldwin-Woodville student section tonight. Speaking of the Baldwin-Woodville student section, quite a showing last night at the volleyball game. Three set win over the Somerset Spartans. Hawks are back in action tomorrow morning at Baldwin-Woodville High School. I think it's a quad. We have a morning soccer here at King Field. Neither of those will be streamed, but you can catch them both in person. Ofsty, 1st and 10. He's going to go from the 47 to midfield, gain of 3.
Tanner Vbrock on the stop. Gain of 3 yards on the carry brings up 2nd and 7 for the Blackhawks from the 50-yard line.
If you haven't had a chance to visit the new facility here yet, it is really nice. Between the football field and the baseball field to the northwest. There we go, Keegan. There we go, Keegan. Turn it on. Get it. Atta boy. Keegan Aussie from 50 yards. We're going to get a light show, baby. Here we are.
That's a 50-yard touchdown run for Keegan Austie.
Maybe a little excessive there. Good hole.
Makes the score 14-6. Osceola still leads with the point after kick attempt coming up for the Blackhawks.
I think one thing that
That's number 18, Davis
people
Paulson
don't
with
realize
kick.
about
Mason
Keegan,
Warner, number 2,
because
with the
he's a bigger dude. He's about 6'3". He is fast on his feet. Paulson kick good.
And the extra point kick is good.
Keegan's listed at 6'4", 190.
5 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's now Osceola
But he moves.
14
He
and
moves
Baldwin-Woodville
fast.
7.
So Paulson kick, we now have a 7-14 game. Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full service caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving our communities. Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services, sand, gravel, and fill delivery, serving the Baldwin and surrounding western Wisconsin areas. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 for free estimates.
Number 22, Lucas Sedeby, is the deep receiver for Osceola.
Next Friday, the Hawks will travel to Prescott. We will bring that to you on Blackhawk TV. Prescott does not have a great setup for 2021 and streaming, but we're going to make the best of it that we can. The following morning, doing a little chili fest on Main Street. So if you haven't done that, I encourage you to. That's a Davis Paulson squib kick that's going to be recovered by Osceola at the 35-yard line.
And number 5, Cade Risedale.
I did ask Coach Kiefer about the always onside idea after Davis completed one of the best onside kicks I've seen ever in high school football last week. Because it's a weapon, and Davis has been a weapon since joining the football team. He also plays soccer. In reality, he's a soccer player who also plays football, but he's been a huge weapon for the football team. Sedeby in motion, he's going to get it on the sweep. He gets upfield. Ryan Vienendahl is going to slow him down enough.
Jacob Sedeby, the ball carrier.
to not get out the gate for a touchdown. But that's a
Forced out of bounds by Cal Smith.
19-yard gain.
Not until he reaches Blackhawks territory. That will be a 1st and 10 for Osceola from the Baldwin Woodville 46.
The Chieftains have a lot of pre-snap movement here. Tronroot again. Looks like the defense is trying to rip the ball out. It's going to be a gain of 7. Tronroot's at 115 for the night.
Tackled by Sam Hush.
And I don't know, I could be wrong.
The carry brings up 2nd and 2.
And it might have to do a lot with these young cheerleaders walking down the track right now. That's going to put on a little performance at halftime. But I would guess this is the most fans this place has seen in 2 years. Tronrood again. Ooh, ball almost looked like it was out. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. I'm not really going out on that far of a limb by saying that. Obviously, we had limited capacity all of last year, but it's pretty full.
1st and 10 from the Blackhawks 35.
Chieftains at the Blackhawks 35, up 14-7. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts remaining in a quick moving first half. It's kind of a no-no, I think, to talk about the pace of a game. A little counter here. Oh yeah, Eli Coonan in the backfield, loss of 5.
Lucas Sedeby, the ball carrier.
You don't talk about the speed of a game, especially a baseball game, because that apparently jinxes things and slows it down. But if you watched last week, I don't believe in jinxes. And plus, if the game slowed down a little bit, it's not a terrible night to watch a lot of football. More pre-snap movement. They pre-snap to an unbalanced, as a matter of fact. Which really should tell us the direction of the play. Try to watch that a little bit closer. So Osceola obviously has their 5 linemen with their lineman numbers, but on that last play they brought everybody over to the right side, and you then have you cover up an eligible number. And I don't know if technically what the rule is here. They're standard. We got a timeout here on the defensive side. St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. I think we've got through all of our first half ads. So I'll just thank all of our sponsors. Firehelm Langer, Timmerman Realty, St. Croix Garage Doors, CW Garage Door Distribution, Nielsen's Foods, Flagship Ford, A-Star, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Wisconsin Credit Union, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, Anytime Fitness, The Forage Chiropractic, Pete's Construction, Baldwin Lightstream, Auto Appeal, O'Connell Funeral Homes, Fenner & Jewelers, First Bank of Baldwin, Charlotte Heimer with Aflac Insurance, Christo Orthodontics, and TMS Auto. I have almost 200 people viewing the live stream right now, so thanks for joining us on a pretty perfect Friday night, on a conclusion of obviously a long week in Osceola with tragic happenings there, and a long week, I think, for anybody that worked in the schools this week. So it's nice to have some football as a distraction. Shifting here, looks like they're going to come left. They're unbalanced left. So number 5's covered up. You see him in the slot almost. And they're going to go to the short side, so I guess my predictions are entirely wrong.
The ball carrier, and Sam Hush on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
He's going to go, Tronrud's going to go 11 on that carry for a first down.
That's a gain of 11 yards on the carry. That's good for a 1st and 10 for Osceola from the Baldwin Woodville 22.
The numbers in the stands are for the player of Osceola, who we've lost. Looks like we're going to get a hold in the backfield. That play's going to come back.
The ball carrier, tackled by Mason Werner. There is a penalty flag on the field.
So second penalty of the game. First one was a offsides on Osceola. I don't believe we've had any other flags on the game. So we call it a block in the back.
It's a holding penalty against Osceola.
I thought they made a block in the back symbol, but PA says hold. We go 10 from the spot, which is going to really move the Chieftains back here. It's going to be 1st and what I would say 24.
That penalty stepped off from the point of the infraction.
So have to go from the 36 to the 12. 1st and 24. Oh, we got something going on here. Officials haven't blown the game ready for play. They want more time put on the clock.
Okay, we're going to add 5 more seconds to the clock.
Your playbook for 1st and 24 is not overly long, obviously, and then you start a play and then you get it blown dead. Now you have to go to the rest of your plays that are the 1st and 24 plays. You don't even have them in to start with. So see what else Coach Newton has in his bag of tricks. Coach Newton wore number 40 for the Blackhawks back in the day, early and mid-90s.
With the ball on the 36-yard line of
Number 40 now wore by Parker Jones.
1st down and 24 yards to go.
And I would think that Parker's dad and Scott's dad may have been teammates for a season. Tronrud to Slater over the middle. Good ball, good catch.
Tronrud's pass caught by number 2,
inside the 5, so we're going 36 to the 3. It's a 33-yard gain.
Woodville, pass completion up to the 3-yard line.
So it's a good ball by Tronrud.
33-yard gain on that pass completion.
Good catch by Slater. So apparently the second choice for 1st and 24 is a 33-yard play. Fullback dive, and he is in from 3. So that was number 32, Derek Swanson, from 3.
A 3-yard touchdown run for Swanson.
And with 1:43 left in the second quarter, the Chieftains get the touchdown back,
which will be attempted by Matthew Rude.
Let's see if they can get the extra point back as well. Rude on the kick, toe kicker, right down the middle. Kick is good.
The is good. With 1 minute 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter, it's now Osceola 21 and Baldwin Woodville 7.
So the Hawks will take over here with less than 2 minutes left. My guess would be we'll see Wyatt Larson at quarterback, as he's got more experience running the 2-minute offense. Not necessarily a huge possession from terms of a must score, because it is obviously still the first half, but after the Hawks took the opening kickoff, they will now kick off to start the second half. So giving up a late touchdown, then turning around and knowing that Osceola is going to get the ball back does kind of put a little bit more importance on this. Obviously more importance on that first possession of the second half, because you don't want to get the ball back halfway through the third quarter down 3 scores. On the same token, at this point, you don't want to have a short possession where you give Osceola the ball back with a short field. So let's see what happens here. That ball's going to bounce out of bounds. It's a good bounce for the Hawks.
Rolls out of bounds on the far sideline, drawing a penalty flag.
If you're looking for something to watch, whether you're an Osceola fan or a Blackhawk fan at halftime, I do sit down with Coach Kiefer every week, and we talk a little bit about the prior week's games and upcoming games, and sometimes some history stuff that's happened, and then we maybe jump into some Badger talk. He's a big Badger fan, and some Packer talk as a big Packer fan. So that certainly is an option for you at halftime. Otherwise, you can stick around, and we got band, and we got little cheerleaders, we got all sorts of action coming up at halftime. So like I thought, I believe this is wide in at quarterback. Schaefer in motion. So roll out. We're going to get another Chase Schaefer. That's a good throw catch. He's going to gain 6, but he's tackled in bounds. We're going to call it 5. I thought we would maybe give him some momentum.
On the stop for Osceola. Gain of 5 yards on the pass reception brings up 2nd and 5.
Wyatt's going to roll out. Oh, he wanted to go deep. Hey, good run here by Wyatt. Good move.
Wyatt Larson, the ball carrier.
He's going to get a first down.
Lucas Sedeby on the tackle. Gain of 9 yards on the carry. Gives the Blackhawks a 1st and 10 from their own 49.
Wyatt to Ofsty. Can't shake that first defender, and we're gonna.
Tackled by Jacob Sedeby.
We're gonna call it a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 from the 48.
Hawks are gonna get a timeout here.
Timeout on the field taken by Baldwin Woodville. That's the Blackhawks.
There is
timeout.
and the name of the exact show escapes me, but we are going to have the band competition. I think it's a competition tomorrow. I believe it starts at about 6:50. We'll have that on Blackhawk TV. I don't have a lot of details because I just talked to Bassick momentarily, Mr. Bassick momentarily yesterday. But we'll have that if you're into band, if you're into the competition tomorrow, live from King Field. We'll go live probably 6:40-ish, and we'll have it all night. 6:40-ish p.m. Tomorrow morning, I believe 10 a.m. soccer here. So lots of stuff going on. And right now we have 2nd and 11 from the Blackhawk 48. They got 1 timeout left. 52 ticks left on the clock in the first half. Wyatt to his left, sets, stutters. Oh boy. Hit as he throws, ball's intercepted by Sedeby.
And following that turnover, Osceola will have the football with a 1st and 10.
And now the next 45 seconds are kind of a big deal because the Hawks have to, they can bend, but they can't break here, and this 39 yards is very important. Wyatt just might have held on to that one a tick too long. We're going to go to pass here. Tronrud pressured. Ball falls incomplete. That was Heimer.
Incomplete pass intended for Brandon Newton. Defended for the Blackhawks by Ryan Vienadell. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 from the Baldwin Woodville 39.
So Blackhawk, Landon Peavy's dad, sent me a picture when they were, I believe when I can't think of who was seniors and who was sophomores, or if they were all seniors. That was Swanson for 5, but
5 yards in the carry.
Scott Peavy, Jason Sell, Scott Newton, and Tim Gilbertson were all state, and I would assume 94. We just saw the ball intended there for number 8, Brandon Newton, a senior for Osceola. That's Coach Newton's son. Gavin Sell, number 83, has seen the field. That is Mr. Sell, Mr. Sell's son. And then Ben Peavy, a sophomore, number 59, is Scott Peavy's son. So 3 of the 4 All-State Blackhawks, and I believe 1994, have sons on the field tonight, which is pretty neat. I don't know how often that happens, but a pretty cool deal. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here from the 34. Chieftains haven't thrown the ball much, 1 of 3, but that one was a 33-yard completion to Slater across the middle. Chieftains have 2 timeouts left, so really the full playbook at their disposal. Although at this point, I mean, even with timeouts, you're going to do more things towards the sideline. Typically. A lot of field over here to the Blackhawk side. Staying on the boundary, staying towards your sideline on that hash, though, allows play calls to come in a little bit quicker. They go unbalanced here again to the right. Sedevy, he's going to get to the boundary.
Jacob Sedevy, the ball carrier, stopped by Eli Conan.
It's going to be 4th and 5. Maybe again a 1 on the play.
The carry brings up 4th and 4 from the Baldwin Woodville 33.
I am a little intrigued by how they run this when they go unbalanced, but then they cover up unless he's called off the line, but they have the number 2 receiver to the top of the screen. Looks like he should be ineligible. But it happens very quickly. Maybe I get Ambrose to bring that back a little bit on his screen. I just want to see that last play. Just got a timeout here, Osceola. They got 1 left. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's going on here. Because they shift. Osceola shifts. They bring 9 across the formation. And he looks covered. 7 guys on the line. Which you can't be covered because it's a run. Okay, that makes sense. Obviously, he could be a receiver. He can be in a receiver's position. He can block. He can do all that fun stuff. But on a passing play, he wouldn't be able to go downfield because he's under the same rules as the lineman.
Once again, it's a 4th and 4 for Osceola from the 33.
So that would be, I mean, you key uncovered linemen typically. At least that's how I was coached to play. For run pass, Here they're all legal, and we're going to get a pass. Oh, Colin. So pass and catch. One of the set of E's there with the catch. Nope.
That's Derek
Swanson with the catch.
Pass reception for Osceola. Keegan on the stop for Baldwin Woodville. Again on the
So
play up to the
33 to the 23. It's 10.
First and 10 for the Chieftains.
The one timeout left, 19.8 seconds. Anything in the middle of the field is going to require usage of that last timeout. It's going to move the chains potentially, and then the clock will stop. Tronrud rolls left. He had someone wide open to his right. Slater catches the ball at the 10. He's tackled, shouldered down, really. So 23, short of the. Nope. Good for a first down. 13 yards.
There was a gain of about 12 yards on the pass.
So the ball's going to be at the 10.
13 yards.
But now the Chieftains are left without a timeout. So you really have a limited playbook under most circumstances. Anything into the field really has to be close to a sideline because you're not going to get another snap off. But if you get anything going out towards the sidelines, any sort of rollout, you could get another play off. You know, the safe call here would be getting a sprint out pass or a drop back. You really have limited ability to check down to your second, third receiver. Then throw it out of the back of the end zone if it's not there. Throw it out of bounds. Don't take a sack. Number one rule in this point: don't take a sack. Receivers, don't get tackled in the field of play. If your little kid's watching, you should write that stuff down. Here we go. We got a sprint out. Doesn't take a sack. Throws it where only his guy can catch it, and he doesn't. Falls harmlessly. But that's a smart play by the quarterback.
Coverage for the Blackhawks.
He didn't set his feet. He knew he was going to get tackled, which he, like I said, number one rule: don't have that happen. Threw a ball where only his receiver could catch it. His receiver couldn't, but no Blackhawks there to pick it off. And they get one more shot at the end zone, potentially two. That play only took about 3.5 seconds. We've got 6.2 left. Good play call, good execution, just didn't fall in the hands for Osceola, but they get another shot. Here we go. Trying to adjust back, fade. Slater, one hand, no good. And they're going to get another play. So it's stuff like this, as a fan of the game of football, where you see this screwed up on Sundays and Thursday nights and Saturdays and Mondays. But it's a credit to the IQ of these guys. So now they're going to bring in their field goal unit. It's going to be about a 27-yard field goal from the hash. We're going to get a straight-on kicker. This is Matt Rude.
A 27-yarder.
Hawks are going to call their final timeout. So Hawks call a timeout. The old freeze the kicker deal. Rude was able to get a practice kick in, which counts for nothing, and it was badly shanked. I don't know if you really shank one with your toe. He just mishit it. And they're getting another shot. You can't take this timeout with, so you can give your final instructions to your guys. Any offensive penalty will end the half. Any defensive penalty with the clock expiring would give the offense an untimed down. Again, Osceola will receive in the second half. This would increase the lead from 14 to 17, which would make it a 3-possession game. We have about, geez, I would guess 70-ish elementary school girls on the track, ready to get their cheer on. Zach Ambrose has to get down at half to help. He helps lead the cheer camp. I'm kidding, that's not true. Toss pass. It's going to be a toss pass. It's going to be a toss. Oh, son of a biscuit.
That's an option pass thrown by Jacob Sedevy to Lucas Sedevy for a touchdown.
That hurts. So Sedevy to end the half. Jacob to Lucas from 10.
10-yard touchdown pass makes the score 27-7.
And it's, if you were watching Keegan now, Rude's going to kick it, which would have been a good field goal on that kick, but
and the point after attempt is wide
yep,
to the left.
the thing, oh, it went left?
So the score remains 27-0 in favor of Osceola.
What? Can we see this?
27-7, excuse me. And that's the end of the first half.
So they did say it went wide left. It looked good to me, but no good. Now, the really going back to the touchdown play.
We're going to have an 18-minute halftime instead of the usual 15.
The toss
18 minutes
as a quarterback.
Here at halftime.
As a quarterback, you trigger and you know if it's a quarterback roll and you trigger. If it's the back, it becomes a mental thing because you're not sure. It was no good. You're really not sure if the guy's going to run or if he's not. And Keegan was there and he didn't trigger. And I don't know that had he triggered it would have even mattered because he would have still been able to complete that pass. But it just gives you that one little moment of uncertainty. Osceola closes the half with a touchdown to make it 27-7, and they will receive the second half kick. So at this point right now, we're going to do band. I'm going to pan this out. Keep the mic on so you can hear it at home, and then we'll do the cheer stuff, and then we'll be back for half number 2.
Okay, let's have a hand for our mini cheerleaders at Greenfield Elementary. And special thanks to our high school cheerleaders and our cheer advisors, Kelly Peterson and Angie Benson. Now I direct your attention on the field. Please welcome the Malden Woodville Marching Band. This year's show is titled Reflective Echoes and features music of Aha, Arcade Fire, and Amelie. The drum major is Hope Hutemaker, and the band is under the direction of Adam Bassick and Ben Helmrich. The Malden Woodville Marching Band is the current WSMA Class A State Marching Band champions. And they will be hosting a competition here tomorrow night beginning at 6:50 p.m. that includes 7 marching bands. We hope to see you all here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the state champion, Woodville Marching Band. Once again, a reminder, they will be hosting a competition here at Woodville tomorrow, beginning at 6:50 p.m. That includes 7 performing bands. The gates will open tomorrow night at 5:30, and there will be food available. So we hope to see you there. The Woodville Marching Band would like to thank the communities of Baldwin and Woodville, as well as the school district, administration, parents, and fans for their continued support. We hope you enjoyed the show. Blackhawk fans, upcoming games for the Woodville Blackhawks. Next week, we travel to Prescott to take on the Cardinals. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff time on Friday night of next week. And the next home game for the Blackhawks is 2 weeks from tonight, October 1st. And that will be homecoming, and our opponents will be the St. Croix Central Panthers.
All right, welcome back to half number 2. Welcome back, half number 2 here. Kingfield, Woodville High School, the new athletic complex. Osceola 27, Woodville 7 after 1 half of action. The Chieftains jumped out to a 14-0 lead behind 2 touchdown runs by quarterback Charlie Tronrud, 77 yards and 26 yards. The Blackhawks got on the board at 5:56 of quarter number 2 with a 50-yard run by Keegan Ofsty. After the extra point was good, the lead was cut from 14 to 7. The Chieftains went right down. Derek Swanson with a 3-yard run to answer back and make the score 21-7. The Hawks had an opportunity then under 2 minutes to go. With a possession that ended on an interception. A decent defensive stand where the Osceola Chieftains made some couple attempts at the end zone, which just didn't work out. With a couple seconds left, they were going to kick a field goal. Blackhawks called timeout right before the snap. Ball was kicked. Was no good, but the timeout was granted. And then right at the end of the half, a little toss pass action from Sedevi to Sedevi. And failed extra point made the score 27-7. Now to start off the second half, the Hawks will kick to Osceola in what's really a big possession to start the half. Again, the lead is 27-7. Leading the action for the Chieftains. So Tronrud's 2 touchdown runs on 7 carries, 129 yards. I probably have the Sedevis confused. Jacob has, I have him down for 5 carries and 42 yards, and I have Lucas down for 5 carries for 4 yards, but I may have mixed them up a time or two. And then finally Derek Swanson, who has 4 carries for 11 yards and 1 touchdown. Passing for the Chieftains, Tronrud has completed 3 passes, 2 to Slater for 46 yards, 1 to Swanson for 6 yards, and then we had obviously the Sedevi to Sedevi touchdown pass, which I'm going to get down because I didn't have it on here. So Jacob passer was number 24. And then for the Hawks, we have a number of different guys rushing the ball, led by the 75 yards Keegan Offsey. Then we also have 9 yards from Sam Hush, 6 yards from Chase Schaefer, 2 yards from Wyatt Larson, 1 yard from Ryan Wiedendahl, and the negative 10 yard fumble sack by Mason Werner. Receiving, we've had 4 receptions on 5 passes by Werner and Larson. The only incomplete pass was actually an interception by Larson. Schaefer 2 catches, 11 yards, and Offsey 2 catches for negative 5. Onside kick. Holy smokes, he does it again. Absolutely, Davis Paulson did it again.
It's an onside kick to begin the second half. Recovered by the Blackhawks.
If you watched last week's game, Davis Paulson absolutely perfect on an onside kick. This one went a little bit further downfield, but another perfect onside kick. Hey, I asked Coach Kiefer yesterday, I said, why not just do it every time? And I wondered in the back of my head, is that something that we might do to start the half? I should watch this play, but really I want to see what Davis does here on the replay. So Mason Werner in at quarterback. Gavin Sell in motion. Looked like a broken play, so no gain there. He gets these. If you can bring your feed back about a minute and a half. He gets 2 high bounces, and Gavin Sell just plucks it out of the air. So 2nd and 10 right now. Hawks in Chieftains territory. Mason Werner, Jr. gets a hard count. We're gonna get a 2nd and 5 here.
It's an encroachment penalty against the defense.
Whoa. There we go. We had the official marking it the wrong way.
That's a 5-yard penalty against Osceola. Makes it a 2nd and 5 for the Blackhawks from the 40.
I want to see Mason throw the ball. So Sam Hush.
Sam Hush, the ball carrier.
I think we're getting a hold on the offense. So that +5 for the Hawks is going to turn into a -10. It's been a while since I've watched the Napoleon Dynamite. Ambrose gives me the look. I don't think he knows where I'm going with this one, but the guy that can throw it over the mountains.
And the penalty is assessed from the point of the infraction.
I feel like at some point I was told that Mason Werner had an arm almost that good. So counter there, and what they did really well is what Osceola did really well is their backer kept his eyes on his key and waited for Keegan to show up and made the tackle. So 3rd and long. So moving Mason from his receiver spot. Our receivers are now Fritz, Hush, Sell, Schaefer. Schaefer in motion. Keegan the lone back. Got Werner on a sprint out. Sets his feet. Hits Schaefer. And 3rd and 14 is going to turn into 4th and 7.
Tackle by Charlie Tronrud.
That's Schaefer's third catch of the game. He's at 18 yards.
7 yards on that pass reception.
And that brings up 4th and 7. The Chieftains 42.
Brings up 4th and 7 for the Blackhawks.
It's a 3-possession game.
From
Davis
the
has a
Osceola
leg. I'm going to
42.
guess 59 is probably out of his range. And the Hawks are going to go for it. We're going to get a Schaefer to the, we're going to sprint out. Oh, draw. Good, good, good. Keegan makes the guy miss. He's going to go from the 42 inside the 20. That's a gain of 23. And good for a first down. That puts Keegan at 100 exactly for the night.
19-yard line of Osceola. That's good for a 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks. Gain of 23 yards on the last carry.
So good first possession here after the recovery of the onside kick. 1st and 10. Hawks are going to bring a little unbalanced action here to the field side, motion back, but we're going to get a counter back to Keegan. Doesn't look like we're going to move that line of scrimmage at all. 11 carries for Osty at this point, exactly 100 yards, including the 50-yard touchdown run in the second quarter.
A penalty flag on the field.
Oh man, a penalty. Wait. Move it forward. A face mask would be something I would believe of the 5-yard variety. Personal foul. What? We're gonna get Charlie on the give it a little double tap to the left. Can't you just double tap? Double tap.
It's a personal foul penalty against the Blackhawks.
Okay, we'll see. Try to see what happened here.
Assessment.
45 pushed him on the
Wow. I didn't see anything. It's after the play, so second and 25. Gavin Sell in motion. We're gonna get a QB follow, Mason Werner.
Mason Werner, the ball
Runs hard. We got another penalty flag.
Jacob Sedeby on the tackle. Once again, a penalty flag on the field.
What do we got? Personal foul. Defense. I don't know what happened there either.
And that's a personal foul against Osceola.
Well, I don't see anything on that one either. So I don't know if we're getting word chippy or what's happening from the top of the box.
That penalty.
So assessed after the play again.
Puts the ball on the 20-yard line of Osceola, where it will be 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Nope, that's not true. We 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Okay, so it looked like a guy may have jumped on the pile afterwards. Can't do that. That's a whole bunch of a mess.
The ball carrier.
Kind of sloppy here the last minute and a half. Loss of 1 by Keegan. That puts him under 100.
Loss of a yard on the carry. Brings up 4th
And we're going Davis
21.
Paulson time. And the reality here is we need 3 scoring drives, 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Davis Paulson into
A kick here would make it 27-10. Nope, that's still not going to work. He's going to do it. Nope, he was wide. Shoot.
And the field goal attempt is wide to the right.
So my theory of getting the 3 possessions, that was before that last touchdown. So 27-10 would still make it 17. It's the first kick Davis has missed all year, which is a bummer. But I think part of the idea may have been, hey, if we can get points, we can then line up back up, put the ball on the tee, kick another onside kick. So here we go. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Osceola's going to take over on downs for the first time after not getting the kickoff. I'm not sure.
Lucas Sedeby, the ball carrier.
So it's a gain of 3 for Lucas Sedeby.
Gain of 3 yards brings up 2nd and 7.
Toss to 22. Holding, but we're going to just decline that penalty,
Lucas
I think.
Sedeby, the ball carrier. Tackle made for the Blackhawks by Ryan Wienendahl, and there is a penalty flag on the field as well. A holding call against Osceola.
Decline that.
Declined by the Blackhawks.
It's going to be a loss of 3.
The result of the play was a loss of over 3 yards. And that leaves Osceola with a 3rd and 10 from their own 20.
So 2 plays run and back at the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Osceola has done pretty good work here on 3rd down. I would locate number 2 if he's on the field. I think he is. Tronrud on the move, overthrown or underthrown depending on who his intended receiver is, but good defensive stand there by the Hawks to draw the punting unit out.
Incomplete pass for Osceola brings up 4th and 10 from their own 20.
It's cooled off up here a little bit. Still a pretty nice night.
Ryan Wienendahl in to receive the punt for the Blackhawks. Tyler Ulrich to punt for Osceola.
Good snap. Oh yeah, that a boy, Wyatt. Lovely. Wyatt Larson blocks the punt. The ball is recovered by Osceola. And the Hawks will take over at the 2-yard line.
Blackhawks Wyatt Larson.
That was great ball get off. Heads up play by Osceola to jump on top of it. Obviously, it's going to be a turnover regardless. But if that ball is not recovered by Osceola, that's a Gavin Sell scoop and score for a touchdown. So now we just got to finish this off, do our part, punch it in. I would say I'm going to hand it to Keegan 4 straight times if I'm calling plays. Time number 1, and he's going to get stonewalled.
Keegan Ofsted, the ball carrier.
Went from 100 to 99, now we're 98.
Tanner Viebrock in on the tackle.
Ball's on the 3.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd down. Goal to go from the 3.
Let's see where we put. So we got Heimer on the right. We got Clay on the left. Might see something towards the perimeter here. Ofsted again, stonewalled.
Keegan Ofsted, the ball carrier.
So we've tried the off right guard. We've tried off left guard.
No gain on the carry. Brings up 3rd down and goal to go from the 3.
You know you're going to go for it on 4th down. If you throw it here, you just can't get sacked. Little wide pop action maybe. Toss to Hush. Yeah, he turns it upfield. He's short by a yard. That's 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Luke Haas on the tackle.
Looked like he might have thought, yeah, can I get there on the edge? And then puts his foot in the ground and cuts upfield.
Gain of 2
We
on
didn't.
the carry brings up 4th and 1.
We
for the
didn't
Blackhawks.
reach the
4th and goal to go for the 1.
corner, so the getting to the edge was not going to happen.
And a timeout taken by the Blackhawks.
This is a must-have play for the Hawks. But while we wait for the big play, we're going to go back through our ads. Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible service to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin. Contact Don Timmerman of Timmerman Realty for all your realty needs. You can reach him by phone at 715-684-9541 or by email at dontimmerman@baldwin-telecom.net. A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining a high quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all of your concrete needs. Contact them at 715-246-3920. All right, so 4th down from the far hash. The ball is inside the 1. It looks like the Chieftains have a nose. We go toss to Hush, run to the corner, Sammy, and not going to make it. Huge stop for Osceola.
Tackled by Garrett Slater, short of the goal
A deflating stop for the Blackhawks.
Actually, a loss in the play back to the 2-yard line where Osceola will take over.
And that's a stand. That's a
First and 10 of their own.
a defensive stand that you talk about in the huddle. 2 weeks from now when you're in a similar position and you remind the guys, hey, you've done it. You can do it again. It's a confidence builder. 98 yards to go here. Got to keep your head in it, otherwise this field could get shorter in a hurry. Tronrud is hit.
Tronrud, the ball carrier.
He's going to gain just 2 yards on that play. Charlie Tronrud, a senior. 8 carries, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Gain of 2 yards in the carry. Brings up second down. 8 yards to go from the 4.
What happened? So the center snapped the ball.
Tronrud, the ball carrier.
Nobody else moved. Tronrud gets it out to the 6.
Gain of 2 yards.
It was the weirdest play.
Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 6-yard line.
Somebody forgot a snap count. Or maybe 10 people never knew it. So the guys keying the ball shouldn't have been confused there. Looks like there's an offsides. Little confusion there at the second level for the Hawks.
Penalty flags on the field prior to
Without knowing exactly what that play call was. Obviously you don't want to give up 5 on 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7, but you don't want to have a blown assignment before the ball is snapped. It looked like there was maybe that unbalanced potentially threw them off a little bit. This gives the Hawks a chance to figure out what they're going to do defensively.
From the 11.
So it's going to be a run. Fullback Swanson, he's going to get that first down.
Swanson, the ball carrier.
From the 11 to the 18, 7 yards.
Eli Kunin on the tackle. Gain on the play, good for a first down for Osceola. First and 10 from their own 18.
Two minutes left here in the third quarter. I think we must have had a lot of Blackhawk fans watching here remotely that saw that stop on fourth down and decided it was time to watch a different game. Sedevy out the gate. Hush is fast, but I don't think he's going to catch him. And 82 yards later, number 24, Jacob Sedevy.
Takes it to the end zone. Unofficially an 82-yard touchdown run. That makes the score 33-7.
So that puts Sedevy at 124 for the night. At 137 at quarter number 3. Some discussion here with the officials. They're not actually discussing anything. What they're doing is realizing that that's the first time in a long time they ran 82 yards, and they're just giving themselves a breather. I'm kidding, that's not true. One thing that, and this is complete speculation, rules were changed a couple years ago that so did they call a personal foul on Sam for tackling him in the end zone?
Personal foul against the Blackhawks in the end zone. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, you chased a guy. It's not going to make it.
An extra point attempt is no good. With 1 minute 37 seconds remaining in quarter number 3, it's Osceola 33 and Baldwin Woodville 7.
The theory up top, Coach Ambrose pointed out on the play, was that after chasing Sedevy down 82 yards, he kind of makes an attempt to tackle him as he crosses the plane, which is what you would want someone to do. So he was tackled in the end zone, and apparently that's now a personal foul. Officiating is hard. I get it. Let's not over-officiate here. So instead of kicking from the 40, we're going to mark this one off. Osceola is going to tee it up at the Blackhawk 45. Which is just silly. Whatever. Yeah.
So due to that personal foul call against Baldwin Woodville in the end zone, Osceola will kick off from the Blackhawks 45-yard line.
Our internet signal also didn't approve of that and decided it was going to not be as good here for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for joining us on a Friday evening. High school football is enjoyable regardless of the what's going on the field. It's great to have fans back in the stands. Ball's going to be a touchback once it crosses the plane.
And into the end zone for the automatic touchback.
The philosophy at Wisconsin Credit Union is people helping people, a priority that empowers Wisconsin members and employees to become involved in a variety of worthwhile causes, including Children's Miracle Network campaigns, community food drives, and more. Kindness counts. Pass along your own random act of kindness today. Whether you're an experienced bowler or just want to hang out with your friends and family, come to Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar. We've been a staple in the community for over 40 years. Our lanes were recently upgraded and remodeled, giving our bowling alley a great modern look. In addition to our popular bowling lanes, we have a sports bar fully remodeled and separate from lanes and party areas. And someone may have told me at halftime that there will be a celebrity sighting at Strikers after the game. Don Timmerman kicking off on the handoff.
Keegan Ofster, the ball carrier. Luke Haas on the tackle.
So if you have some realty needs,
the carry brings up 2nd and 10.
Don's your guy. Just a lack of urgency there in that huddle. If you start off 2-0, people are feeling good. Mason Werner on the keep, spins out of the first tackle and is able to turn it into a positive play. 3 yards.
Mason Werner, the ball carrier. Michael Walraff on the tackle.
There's going to be some trade-offs here, both ups and downs, going from Wyatt to Mason.
3rd and 7 from the 23.
I think you'll see more design quarterback keeps for Mason. I mean, he was playing some running back, some slot, some receiver. I think the straight line speed is probably in favor of Mason. It's a draw to Keegan, and he's going to be tackled short of the 25, right at the 25, gain of 2. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. And as we take a trip down to the other side of the field, Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin, offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding and fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing, and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We're located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower.
2 weeks from tonight will be
CW Garage Door is your go-to source for the wholesale distribution of high-quality residential and commercial garage doors and their related parts and options. For over 15 years, we provide exceptional customer service through our personal hands-on approach. Our flexible schedule ensures we will work with you to provide a quick turnaround and prompt delivery. For more information on CW Garage Door distribution, please contact us at 877-684-5125. Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes and cars, we can still prepare. Introducing the damage doesn't have to be too damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. For details, contact Agent Justin Nygaard. Call 715-684-2919 or stop by 775 Main Street in Baldwin today. End up deep to punt.
Sean Van Someren back to do the honors.
Chieftains have rattled off 19 unanswered. It's end over end kick. It's going to roll to a stop. The 34. 41-yard punt.
Dead inside the 35-yard line of Osceola.
For Sean. And that is where the Chieftains will start their next drive. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. This is Tron Rude. He gone.
Charlie Tronrod, the ball carrier, takes it to the end zone for a 65-yard touchdown run. 39-7.
So Trondheim goes 65, puts him at 198 on the day. Kick is wide.
And the extra point attempt is wide to the left. So with 11 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in quarter number 4, it's Osceola 39, Baldwin Woodville 7.
Oh boy. Yep, you watch film, you learn from film, hopefully. If you're still with us tonight, Blackhawk TV football pick'em. We'll be getting ready for next week here. Probably have those posted sometime tomorrow, maybe tonight, possibly Sunday. Free entry, $10 to the winners, $5 second place. Payouts are through Venmo, so you got to put that on there.
Matthew Root tees the ball up to kick off for Osceola.
15, 16 games. One game designated a tiebreaker game. This is this week's tiebreaker game, so you are asked for total points and winning margin. Gonna get a little Sam Hush action here from the 14. First guy misses. Oh, there you go. So Sam Hush crosses midfield, goes out of bounds at the 47. That's a 39-yard return and then was hit out of bounds. Yeah, and that's one of those that you can't hit someone there, and you may be thrown out of a game for doing it. I think that's the discussion. Targeting would be the discussion, and I don't know. I mean, I think you don't want to throw a kid out unless you're certain. Targeting. Yep. So.
And the penalty is a personal foul for targeting.
And he is
drawing a penalty and an ejection.
Yep. And I don't know what player that was. It was number 57. It was their kicker, Matthew Rudd. So he will be, to my understanding, and I may have this wrong, he's going to take a jog down to the locker room, which he's doing currently, and then he will not be allowed to play the remainder of this game. And since it's the second half, the first half of next week's game. Kicking off to you from the 33-yard line. Excuse me, 32-yard line. He's going to get to the 25. That's a gain of 7.
Tristan McClung on this tackle.
You can't hit in the head.
Second down, 3 yards to go for the Blackhawks.
So Werner's going to hand this off to Ryan Veenendahl. Ryan's a sophomore who has
Ryan Veenendahl, the ball carrier,
shown some promise as a runner. I would think the likelihood is that he will be your primary back next year.
Gain of 5 yards on the carry. Gives the Blackhawks a first down and 10 from the Osceola 20.
Warner's going to throw it. He's going to get outside. He can throw or run. He's going to throw into the end zone. Oh, Shawnee. Ball is caught, but out of bounds. Good throw by Werner. What happens here is something that happens with receivers. You get the distraction of a hand trying to knock a ball down, and even if it's not deflected, the ball kind of sneaks up and gets you a little bit.
Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 from
It's
the
Mason's
20-yard
first
line.
incompletion of the night. Oh man, I don't know what I did to Ambrose's phone trying to watch that. Oh, get reset. So we sent two guys in motion. Sent two guys in motion, and it's going to be illegal motion unless you reset both guys for a second. We didn't. One guy stopped, the other guy kept going.
There is a penalty flag on the far side of the field. Illegal shift against the Blackhawks.
So we're going to back that up 5. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 25.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down. It's now 15 yards to go.
Another one blown dead here.
Once again, penalty flags prior to the snap.
False start on the Hawks. We're going back 10 more.
That's false start on the Blackhawks. 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20, ball's on the 30. Schaefer in motion. Ofsty coming towards you. He's met for no gain.
Keegan Ofsty, the ball carrier.
It's his 18th carry of the game.
Tackled by Carlson. No gain on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 20 from the 30-yard line.
Werner going deep. And that ball appears to be underthrown and intercepted in the end zone.
Mason Werner's
Touchback.
pass intercepted in the end zone.
The Chieftains will take over.
Intercepted by Garrett Slater.
Ball didn't come out of Mason's hand very well. It didn't appear. I don't mind the shot.
Interception in the end zone. Creates a touchback, and Osceola gets the ball on their own 20-yard line with a 1st and 10.
We just got to tackle the quarterback. Got a different quarterback in. Looks like we probably have a whole different collection of Spartans in the game. Number 21 on the carry here. That is Tanner Vibrock, maybe. No gain. New quarterback right now is Brandon Newton. What? Said Spartans? I meant Chieftains.
Gain of 1 yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Newton's going to disconnect, and now he's going to take a turn running. It's going to be a gain of
quarterback keeper
6.
On the carry, Brandon Newton. Gain of 6 yards in the carry. 3rd down, 3 yards to go from the 27.
3rd and 3 for Osceola. Leading the game 39-7 currently. Carried by
Jordan, the ball carrier.
31. Moves the chains there.
Colin Fritz on the tackle.
Gonna gain 4.
Gain of 4 yards on the carry. And that's
Wyatt
good for
Jordan is a
1st and 10
junior.
For Osceola at their own 31.
Quarterback keep. It's going to be Newton. Looks like
Brandon Newton, the ball carrier.
be no gain on the play.
Keegan Ofsty and Wyatt Larson on the tackle.
2nd and 10. We're getting some subs in here on the defensive side of the ball as well.
No gain on the carry brings up 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Be a dive there. Good D by the Hawks.
Amin Udine on the carry.
And number 12, Udine. He's going to gain 1, 2, 3. These two teams should face off in a JV game on Monday at Osceola. Newton there on the keep. He's going to get enough to get a 1st down. It's going to be a 9-yard gain.
Brandon Newton, the ball carrier. Jackson Johansson on the tackle. Gain on the play up to the 43-yard line, and that's good for a 1st and 10 for Osceola.
One thing that is going on right now with the program, we don't have a separate JV and C squad team, so we just play one game on Monday nights. Everybody in the program is suiting up, freshmen through seniors. Newton's going to hand the ball off. Looks like Udine again. On a 1st down play, he's going to go back a yard.
Tackled by Wyatt Larson and Lucas DeShane.
After the Hawks cut the lead from to 7 there in the 2nd quarter, make it 14-7. It's been 25-0, 4 touchdowns by Osceola. A big stop after a block punt inside the Osceola 5 that the Hawks failed to convert on, and also the Osceola touchdown with less than 2 minutes left. It's number 79 on the run. Sean Michael,
the ball carrier.
You get Sean Mitchell. he's going to gain 5.
Gain of 5 yards.
But Osceola scored with 1:43 left, kicked off, and we had made a little bit of a progress there moving down the field, and threw an interception which turned into a last-second touchdown. It really felt like it changed the momentum of the rest of the game. That was Newton on the keep. He's going to gain 4.
Newton, the ball carrier.
Came out in the second half, and
Sell on the tackle.
Davis Paulson had a really nice onside kick again that we didn't convert on, but turned the field in our favor. But the name of the game again for the Hawks has been being susceptible to the big play. Having given up touchdown runs of 77, 26, 62, 82 and 65. It's been long gash plays. Newton's going to quarterback keep this on 4th and 1, and initial spot looks short, but given the
Newton, the ball carrier,
he's got it. He got a yard. And at this point, it's going to be not that it hasn't been here recently, but just a steady diet of inside runs. Coach Newton is likely instructing his guys, let the play clock run down. I think there's a lot of mutual respect here between the head coaches of these two teams.
Newton, the ball carrier.
2 yards for Newton. Coach Newton would have been a
33 Brody Paul and 83 Gavin Sell,
a student in Coach Heifer's biology class.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
8 years ago.
From the 44-yard line of Baldwin Woodville.
So without knowing how the Prescott game's going, we're going to have 3-0 Osceola, likely 3-0 Ellsworth, 0-3 Baldwin Woodville. Now the thing that I haven't really talked a whole lot about is number 40 on the run.
Clayton Tronrud, the ball carrier.
Clayton Tronrud, I'm guessing that's likely Charlie's brother.
Tackle.
So the playoff deal
Brings up
is
2 yards to go from the Baldwin Woodville 39.
Is a 500 and up, and you're guaranteed in. There's not going to be any 500 finishers in the state. So you take your, I believe, 224 teams, and it's likely, in my opinion, that you will have some 3 and 4 teams make the playoffs. Now, there's going to be a lot of them in the state, and I don't know how many will get in. It kind of depends if you have, in a typical conference, if everybody holds serve or holds seed, you'd have your 7-0s, 6-1, 5-2, all the way down. But there will likely be some 3 and 4 teams make the playoffs. Really hard to know how the computers are going to select a team. That's Newton on the carry. He's going to get a first down, which effectively ends the game.
Newton, the ball carrier.
And so the Hawks, from this point forward, after taking their 3rd conference loss, are really playing for their playoff lives. They're going to go to Prescott, who's been a very good team, and that's going to be a big game. And then the final 3 teams came into tonight without, they didn't move the chains. Huh, must have been just short. So the Hawks will take over with 23 seconds left. Anyway, the Hawks will finish their conference schedule with the 3 teams that have started 0-2 in the conference besides
First and
themselves.
10
So
for Walden Woodville from their own
4-3
37.
is entirely possible. 3-4 is possible. Playoffs are still a possibility. So you got to keep playing hard, hush and motion, and you never know what's going to happen around the state. Warner's going to roll out. He's going to throw deep. He's got Colin Fritz. And Colin lays out, catches it. The clock's going to stop. That's a 45-yard catch. So 45. Got the kids excited there a little bit.
Unofficially a 45-yard pass reception.
Colin laid out to get that one. Probably feels good for him after having a deep one bounce off his hands last week. Coaches rave about Colin's hands in practice. And Mason throws a good deep ball. I think you're gonna lose a little bit of probably accuracy and velocity compared to Wyatt, but probably get back a little more from a deep threat.
First and 10 for Walden Woodville from the Osceola 18.
I'm guessing we'll see another pass here. Warner drops back. He's got Sell, overshoots him.
Mason Winter's pass intended for Gavin Sell, incomplete. That brings up 2nd and 10 for the Blackhawks from the Osceola 18.
Warner again, throwing a fade. Colin Fritz, got it, touchdown.
Mason Werner to Colin Fritz for a Blackhawks touchdown.
And the lights.
18-yard touchdown pass makes the score 39-13.
For the record,
And an extra point attempt coming up.
there are times I like the lights,
Once again, Davis Paulson
and other times I don't like them as much. Davis kicks it into the net, through the uprights and into the net.
5.8 seconds.
That's a soccer player for sure.
With the score 39-14.
And this is a great opportunity for Davis to work on his onside kick again. 39-14. And I thought the game was over when I thought Osceola got that first down. Oh. Yeah. Good call. All that excitement, the flashing lights and the push-ups from the cheerleaders and the students going crazy. Got our camera off center a little bit. If you watch the, if you bring your feed back and watch Collins' touchdown, looks like he's got the, got that Saturday, Sunday push-off going already, where you just create a little bit of separation by extending your arm.
And Davis Paulson to kick off for the Blackhawks.
But you take something as a positive to build on, and that was 2 positive passing plays. Davis is going to kick deep here. Squib kick that's going to slide past our deep back where the ball
And the kickoff reaches
will cross the
for an
plane.
automatic touchback.
And I'm guessing we're just going to get a victory formation, kneel down by the Chieftains. Those of you that joined us tonight, thanks again. It's always fun to watch a game of football, talk about a game of football. Chieftains have a very good team here. Going to get some guys in for this final snap. Should be a fun weekend of football here going forward. Big Ten matchups, NFL games underway. We're going to get a kneel down, and that's going to end it. So thanks again for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful, safe weekend. We're going to sign off again. I'm Jeremy Nygaard. Had Zach Ambrose on the camera. Charlie Bignell on some stats to my right. Again, thanks for joining us. We'll have volleyball tomorrow in the gym. We will not be live streaming that, and soccer on Kingfield. And enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And we'll see you next Friday night from Prescott.
That includes 7 performing bands. The gates will open at 5:30, and there will be food.